Bearcats. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. You got to bump it up. Inside his spot. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. So TCU's offense comes onto the field first today. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the back from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he can hurt you, and he can be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
They know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing, tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut the...
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
You want to get the crowd out of the game? Make it boring. Pound the football. Run the football right at them. It takes the juice away. It takes that sauce away. You don't get to those third down situations where they get absolutely bonkers and it's hard for a quarterback to even think. Just run the football right at them.
Well, there's just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
And the Horned Frogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. This tight end. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang.
And you can tell they set up the screen action, but how about the ability to adjust, right? I see what the defense is giving me. You going to leave that open? Okay, I'm going to take it right now.
That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Sliding near as he picks up 1 to the 29.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing out.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, TCU.
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great. The open field, he's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They took it 71 yards down the field. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Cincinnati's offense has its first opportunity of the day. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well together.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Through the ground. He's got it again. And switch. They finally get him stopped. This veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. And the Bearcats getting set on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now a throw. Makes the play. It's intercepted. Trying to take it back. Attack. Flying play. Not only the interception, but a great return for the score.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Makes the quick grab. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimal gain.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Makes the grab. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Well, when you're running the drag route against man coverage like that, as a quarterback, you got to put the ball out in front of your target. When you do that, you give the guy a chance to then advance the football up the field, pick up the 1st down like they did right there.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Gets it out fast. Down to the 37-yard line after the 15-yard pickup. The Bearcats have their offense in high gear. Looking to throw on 1st down. Rushes on him. Breaks into the open. And a nice pickup on the run. It gets down to avoid contact. On the 30-yard line on 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. They're working it left side.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some power advantage.
He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. Now down to the 12-yard line. It's 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quick strike.
Quarterback's ability to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation and timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in CUSA, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Liberty is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Sparky isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet.
Touchdown, TCU! Stealing a score on special teams. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce.
TCU will send its offense back onto the field. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field.
Quarterback making checks. Looking to fire. It's complete to the right. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Scrambling away. It's complete to the left. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. The Horned Frogs will snap it on 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. This time they'll go to the running game. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Let's see how successful they'll be on 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag.
Intentional grounding, offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Going downfield for a big play. Brings it in down the outside. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, and handoff to the back.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Finds the tight end. There he goes. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Trying to bully their way in. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Okay. Now on 2nd and goal. On the move. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look
Frogs will line up to kick off and start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive, Reese. Like, this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing, with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So
They get it up, and it pays off the sack at the 20. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag, and that receiver might have used a push-off to get
Pass
free.
interference, offense.
This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. The Bearcats will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. From the gun, they'll get it on the inside. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Gets it out quickly. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29.
Right, nice job by the QB. It's third down. It's money down. I'm looking to throw the ball down the field. What's open? My running back. Find him, hit him, let him do the rest. Good job.
To the ground with the bat. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. The Horned Frogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The give out of the gun. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
It's great to have a physical offensive line that you can count on, that you can just lean on them up front and fall forward and get first downs. Man, what a comfortable, what a nice spot to be in if you're an offensive coordinator.
And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Give to the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Now facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback now on the run. Still looking. Oh, he's got it. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Horned Frogs have it with a 1st and goal. Finds his big tight end. Touchdown, TCU! They wanted to finish, and that they did. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Still running at the 30. Turns around down the left side. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd. And the Horned Frogs come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Motion from the wide receiver. Handoff to the single running back. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Toss sweep, trying to get it outside to the right. And he is stopped for no gain, and that will bring us to the end of the third quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and TCU has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. A strike downfield. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. And the Horned Frogs have it with a 1st and 10. Just too much mustard on now, but can't miss the target that badly. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back in the air. Quickly to the tight end. And the the quarterback, he makes a sure tackle. Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. And as he throws, that ball never had a chance, and they'll spot here with 2nd and short. They'll leave it with him. This time the defense was ready and they stopped him in his tracks.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to get.
A design run for the quarterback. He's going to have enough to pick up the 1st down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
Oftentimes when offenses get a 1st down, that's when they like to speed up the tempo, and you're seeing them now go hurry up.
Looking down the middle. He's got an open man. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Harrelson. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
Now the play fake. Makes the grab. enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. The offense changing the play. They'll throw it from the red zone. Complete with conviction on the crosser. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Lost the throw again. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together off.
They are backed up. Defense smelling blood as this drive starts at the 5. Off the play fake on 1st down. Wants to throw. He wants to go deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
They'll immediately call timeout. So now it's 2nd and long.
Let's go! Keep up with their attack offense! Let's go offense!
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And as he throws, incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get him off the field? I know a lot's went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
On 3rd down, he comes to throw. He's got the back and roll. They'll make the stop, but that 1st down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. Looking downfield on 1st down. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off play action. Pocket breaking down. Just missed on the connection. Incomplete. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Making side adjustments here. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Takes the grab on the left. That is not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. If there's time